What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'll go my AEW Dynamite review on highlights. So, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications to get notified when I go live on YouTube or I premiere a brand new video. Follow my socials, my Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Now let's talk about AEW Dynamite. Now AEW Dynamite was a decent show. It was just decent. The match starts off rather slow as Cassidy leaves the ring, clearly in no rush to deal with the big man. Bill chases him, but things take a while, including enough time for the champ to steal Stokes' shades before Big Bill starts laying into the champ, sending him back to the outside as we go to picture in picture. Okay. Um, Picture in picture, Big Bill dominance over the champion continues as Stokes sets a table up for the champ to go through, but things start to turn in the favor of the champ as we come back. Don Hansen comes in to help against Stokes, but it's met with a backhand as the fight between champ and challenger starts to really heat up. Cassidy with an orange punch twice over, but it takes a bit of fight from Big Bill before Orange Cassidy can land a third one for the pin and the win. The winner of the match is still your AEW All Atlantic Champion, Orange Cassidy. This match, this match was quick, but at the end, but this match was quick. I wasn't too care about this match, so I didn't really care. All right, let's move on. Don Hansen presents him with the title in his backpack before we shift focus to Moxley backstage after his match. John Moxley talked about how he lives for things like this and how he tried to leave things alone with Hangman Page after they went and beat each other in different matches. They told John Moxley his win wasn't real, that it didn't count, but he will leave no doubt that though Page is a good wrestler, a good man. He is not the same animal as John Moxley. There is only room for one animal, an AEW one animal like John Moxley, and he will die to protect what is his. Okay, video package. John Moxley / Page and the AEW World Trios Championship are set for Revolution. Excuse me. We go back to ringside as the Elite makes their way to the stage, but the lights cut out. They came back on, and we see the shadows of the House of Black amongst the Elite. Lights go black again, and when they come back on, the Elite are laid out with the House of Black holding the titles. After a quick rundown on what to come, we see the Elite being helped to the back as Samoa Joe makes his way out to the stage. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, we see the rest of the entrance for the face of the Revolution ladder match make their way to the ring, and the bell sounds to get us underway. So we get face of the Revolution ladder match. Winner gets a future shot at the TNT Championship. This was a good match. This was really good match right here. Better than the first match. But this match right here should have been on the main event. That's all I gotta say. Plenty of chaos awaits us as all the men fight for supremacy here. Not the least of which is Commander facing off against AR Fox, only to be interrupted by Sammy Guerrero, who grabbed the ladders and starts setting them up before getting taken out. We see Ortiz and Kingston fighting to the back as Action Andrade now take down by Commander, who takes a big clothesline to Powerhouse Hobbs for his trouble. Okay, excuse me. Powerhouse Hobbs set the ladder up in the corner and whips Commander in it before focusing on the Arrow Fox to take him out. Powerhouse Hobbs goes after Action Andrade, next laying him out before Sammy slides into the ring, only to realize the folly of dealing with Hobbs, sliding right back out. Takeshita, however, comes in and they go blow for blow until Hobbs sends Takeshita reeling. Hobbs charged at Takeshita in the corner, but he ducks out the way before hitting a suplex on Hobbs. Don Callis watching from the back as Takeshita is taken out by Sammy Guevara, but he's sent to the outside by Action Andrade, who who then goes for a big dive. Excuse me. AR Fox follows suits, and we go back to the ring, where Commander runs the ropes for one side of the ring to the other before hitting a big dive on everyone. As we go to picture picture. Now that was good by Commander. That was good. But the one negative thing about doing this match, they were all standing right there and dive on 5 people. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. But anyway, let me continue. Picture in picture, it takes a while for some of the men to get back in the ring, but it's Sammy Guerrero who is there as the other man starts fighting on the outside again. Action Andrade comes in and fights Sammy Guerrero with ladders only to take one on the chin, literally before being thrown onto the ladder by Sammy Guerrero. Okay, excuse me. Sammy Guerrero sets up the ladders, looking to cause even more damage, but is intercepted by Commander, who climbed the ladder himself, his eyes on the prize until Takeshita stops him, sending him to the outside before leaping off the ropes. Commander eventually managed to get back in control, and both men come back in the ring as we come back. Powerhouse House, however, catches them and looks for a suplex on Commander until AR Fox stops him with a chair to the back. Powerhouse House responds to this by hosting AR Fox onto his shoulders, hitting a Death Valley driver onto the ladder on the outside. Back in the ring, Sammy Guevara makes his way up the ladder, but is once again interrupted by Action Andrade before a Falcon Arrow sends both men to the ladder. Commander once again walking the ropes here, this time hitting AR Fox with a shooting star press onto the ladder. Commander is done threw his head back in the ring, up a ladder, before going for the ring as was set up high. Takeshita follows him, hitting a massive blue thunder bomb from the top of the ladder in the canvas. I like that spot right there by Takeshita. But anyway, let me continue. Excuse me. Takesha clears the other ladder before climbing up the main one, only for Action Andrade to leap onto the ladder to face off against him. But but Daniel Garcia runs in and shoving them off the ladder. Sammy Guerrero goes to work setting up ladders and chairs in a scary fashion before Daniel Garcia sets Action Andrade on a prop up ladder. Sammy Guerrero climbs up the top of the tallest ladder and hits a senton onto Action Andrade, bending that ladder nearly in half. Okay, let's move. Let me continue. Daniel Garcia drags Sammy Guerrero into the ring, setting up a ladder for him before helping him climb that ladder towards the ring, but only for Takeshita to run in, tipping the ladder over. Takeshita sends Daniel Garcia out of the ring, sending Daniel Garcia out before hitting Sammy Guerrero with a knee and makes the climb until Powerhouse Hobbs stops him. Powerhouse House finds another ladder, setting it up to make the ascent and collects the ring for the win. The winner and earning a TNT Championship opportunity, Powerhouse Hobbs. Now, this was a good match, but at the same time, I really want Takeshita to win this match tonight. I really want Takeshita to win this match tonight, but Takeshita was so pissed off. But anyway, but this was a good match. This match was way better than the first match. And that's all I gotta say. But this match right here should have been in the main event right here. Like I mentioned earlier. But anyway, let me continue. As replay show us the finish, it's announced that the title shot does go down next week as Powerhouse House face either Samoa Joe or Rollo. Powerhouse House makes his exit with the ring in hand, walking up the ramp to confront the current champ, Samoa Joe, until Waller comes out to join the standoff. Security tries to keep things under control, but Waller goes off on him, while allowing Samoa Joe to make his escape. Powerhouse House, however, is just enjoying the carnage unfold, saying he's got time as it pertains to the TNT title situation. But that ladder match was good, but that ladder match should have been on the main event. Okay, backstage, we find out that Chuck and Trent are not medically cleared to be in the Casino Battle Royal. But Don Hansen says he and Orange Cassidy are best friends, so they can fill in. Renee asks if Orange Cassidy is sure about this, and Orange Cassidy says, I don't care, let's do it. So we have our best friends for the Casino Battle Royal. Back at ringside, Chris Jericho makes his way to the ring for our next match as we go to commercial. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Alvin has made it to the ring, and this match is underway. Excuse me. So we get Chris Jericho versus Pretty Peter Alvin. This was um a squash match right here. This was squash. Peter Alvin takes the fight to the Chris Jericho early on with a trio of offense that forces Chris Jericho to take a breather on the outside. But Peter Alvin stays on the attack, which eventually comes back inside the ring. Peter Alvin rakes the back of Chris Jericho before hitting some chops and sends Chris Jericho to the ropes before connecting with a pump kick for a near fall. Peter Alvin keeps on the offense by sending Chris Jericho to the corner and hitting some stomps, keeping the heat firmly on Chris Jericho before hitting a DDT for another near fall. Peter Alvin looks ready for another attack, but is caught by surprise with a codebreaker by Jericho, who gets the pin in the win. The winner of the match, Chris Jericho. This was a squash match. After the match, Chris Jericho grabs his bat from the corner and starts attacking Peter Alvin until Ricky Starks runs down to make the save, forcing Chris Jericho to escape before grabbing a mic from ringside. He runs the crowd down before telling Ricky Starks that he's gonna beat the you know what out of him, as Jericho Appreciation Society are here to beat up on Starks tonight. Daniel Garcia and Jake Hager try to break him down as Jake Hager sends Ricky Starks down hard to the canvas. Followed by Daniel Garcia with a slam of his own. That sends Ricky Starks flying into the Judas effect by Chris Jericho as Jericho Appreciation Society glows over the fallen Ricky Starks. Officials come down to help Ricky Starks out as we go to a word from Hangman Page, who talks about how important this match at Revolution is to him. Page says John Moxley can't take his friends or his memory away from him, and he can't take away Hangman's heart. So this Sunday, Hangman takes everything from John Moxley, his spot at the top of the food chain, and everything that comes from it. He will be bloody, bloody, bloodthirsty, and John Moxley will never be the same. Backstage, backstage at ringside, Renee welcomes Christian Cage to the ring to get some words. Now Christian Cage is a better heel than the babyface. That's all I gotta say. Christian Cage interview. Renee asks what is going on, as it seems like things were settled between him and Jungle Boy. Christian says he looks forward to not being back in San Fran for the next 10 years before saying he hated Jake hearing Perry says he's going to win a singles championship in 2023 because Christian planned to do just that. He asked Jungle Boy if he wants to just win a title or if he wants to bet someone for a title. Christian points out that hesitation Perry had, which gave Christian a chance to beat him down instead. He finally realized why Perry wants to win a title in AEW. He just wants to take that shiny new toy home and brag about it to his mommy and social media, saying guys like Perry tr- treat the business like a video game. Christian Cage has a challenge for Perry at Revolution, not for a wrestling match, but a fight. The reality of the situation is Jack Perry is just his father's son because he may have in Hollywood looks but don't but looks but doesn't have what it takes to be in this business. Christian Cage continues to run down Perry until the lights cut out. We see a video package focused on Perry out digging somewhere, showing what went down between him and Christian Cage in recent months, and indicating that Perry is laying things to rest. This leaves Christian Cage speechless as we cut backstage, where Tony Schiavone talks to Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter as they talk about the three-way match for AEW Women's Title at AEW Revolution and the match tonight. Okay, let's move on. Okay, excuse me. We're back at ringside where Matt Hardy makes his way to the ring, followed by Hook, and the bell gets us underway. So we get FTW champion. If Hook wins, he gets to face Big Stokes. Um, Matt Hardy versus FTW champion Hook. Now this match was quick. This was quick. Hardy gets an early advantage on the champ until Hook turns things around, sending Hardy out of the ring. And then back in before the firm starts going after the champ. This gives Hardy an opening with some elbows before hitting a neckbreaker on Hook. Hardy sends Hook to the corner, driving him face first into the turnbuckle until Hook turns things around with a T-bone suplex. Hook is in control now as he lays into Matt Hardy with some punches until Hardy hits a snake eyes. Hardy tries to send Hook up, but Hook reverses it and takes control with some kicks to the face. Hook gets sent to the steel post in the corner after Hardy ducks away from another attack and hits a side effect for a near fall. Things starts to break down as Hardy and Hook get hit on the turnbuckle as the refs checks on Hardy. Stokes removes his cast and Ethan Page hits Hook with it. Hardy with a cover here and gets a near fall, but Hook gets up and to his feet and hits a submission, forcing Hardy to tap out. The winner and still your FTW champion Hook. This was a quick match. Stokely is cowering on the outside, realizing he soon has to face Hook in a no DQ match as we go to a video from the House of Black, who still have the trios title as Malachi Black delivers a warning to the Elite. Now it is too early to take the trios championship off the Elite. They already won it. They already won it at Dynamite. So what was the point about? So what was the point that the Elite is going to lose to trios championship, which is they're not going to lose. You know what I'm saying? I just had to put this out there. But it's too early to take the trios championship off the Elite. That's all I gotta say. It is just too early. Okay, let's move on. Back at ringside, Tony Storm and Sharia comes out to the ring as we go to commercial. So commercial break. So back from commercial, Rio makes it and makes it to the ring as the match is on the way. So we get Tony Storm versus Rio. This match, I must say, um, this match was okay for what it was. It was just okay for what it was. Tony Storm rushes Rio at the outside lane into the first ever women's champion with a fury apart offense before getting a near fall. Rio starts to fight back, but is met with a shoulder tackle that gets on a one count from Tony Storm before Rio bridge out and with a running knee in the corner, followed by a suplex, gets Rio a near fall. So Rio distracts Rio with some harsh words as Tony Storm starts getting things back in her face face. Except Rio hits a roll through a double stomp for a near fall. Rio stays on top of things with a cross face as Tony Storm crawls towards the ropes, getting a boot on the bottom rope to force a break off of the hold. So Rio chases Rio some more, and this gives Tony Storm a chance to send Rio off the apron with a boot, and Saraya attacks her on the outside as the referee checks on Tony Storm. Tony Storm still on the attack now, but Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker are coming down to even the odds. Some some as we go to picture in picture. So we're back from picture in picture. Tony Storm still on the attack. On the attack. Bridging Rio into the ring and locking in a chin lock as Rio fights to break the hold. Tony Storm is forced to let go but stomps away at the former champ and then throwing Rio around before going back to the to more boots to the head. Rio fights back with a palm strike, and this only makes Tony Storm more mad as she hits a suplex for a near fall. Tony Storm taunts Baker and Hayter on the outside before going back to work on Rio, sending her to the corner before hitting a couple shoulder thrusts and a snapmare into a full Nelson on the canvas. Rio is fighting out of it, but Storm has it locked in tight. Rio works towards a vertical base, and just as she stands up, Tony Storm slams her down to the canvas as we come back. Tony Storm sends Rio in the corner, but Rio answers with the head scissors takedown, sending her up for a tiger fin kick, but Tony Storm catches her. Things get close for both women until Rio comes flying off the ropes with a crossbody onto Tony Storm. Rio sends Tony back into the ring before climbing up the top for a double stomp, but Tony Storm rolls slightly to take less damage, giving her energy to kick out at two. Riho goes back up, but is caught by Tony Storm, who looks for the pile driver off the corner. But Rio stops her before going for a sunset power bomb. Tony Storm Tony Storm blocks it before hitting a drop kick on Rio, and the hip attack Tony Storm with a cover, but Rio narrowly kick out. Tony Storm mocks Baker before locking in a cloverleaf, and Baker hops on the apron. Tony Storm knocks her off, but Rio rolls her up from behind, grabbing a surprise pin for the win. The winner of the match, Rio. This match was okay for what it was. Okay, let's move on. Rio doesn't get along to celebrate before being attacked by Tony Storm, and things really break down as Saraya and Jamie had to go at it before Ruby Soho runs down. She shoves Saraya aside but pops Hater in the face, and all three women go at it before officials break things up. As things settle down there, we go backstage as we see the returning Keith Lee alongside Dustin Rhodes, and Keith Lee calls out Swerve and his associates this Friday on Rampage. We will see Rhodes and Keith Lee team up as naturally limited, and we will remember their name. Back at ringside, the Dark Order make their way to the ring for our next match, only to be blindsided by the second team of Blackpool Combat Club. Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Cascanoy. BCC continues the attack as we goes to picture in picture. Now I'm sensing that the Blackpool Combat Club is going to turn heel. I can sense that. But Casino Tag Team Battle Royal winner gets the final spot in the AEW Tag Team Championship match at Revolution. Now this match was too long. This match was too long. Picture in picture, BCC and Dark Order go at it, both at ringside, and finally inside the ring, with Dark Order getting the upper hand on BCC as they try to eliminate Claudio and Wheeler Yuta to no avail as we come back. We come back just in time for LF of Rouge and El Toro Blanco run to the ring as the next entrance immediately goes after their opponents. LF LFR and in control until Rouge and Claudio started trading blows, with Blanco and Wheeler Yuta deal with the Dark Order, and in comes the Lucha Bros. Big reaction for Penta and Ray Phoenix, the latter of whom Rouge and dives over the top to go on the attack. Double thirst kick by the Bros and Bros on LFI, and Ray Phoenix looks to eliminate Claudio from the affair. Claudio Cascanoy counter it, and both men are on the apron as Claudio hits a big boot to Ray Phoenix. Before they head back into the ring, the chaos continues as our next team enters in as is Aussie Open. Things get crazy, hectic throughout the ring as we focus on the Dark Order being taken down by Aussie Open, and the BCC managed to drag Dark Order out of the ring to eliminate them as we go to picture in picture. Back from picture in picture, BCC aren't done with the Dark Order after the elimination, beating them up some more as we go back to the ring where Rouge attacks Penta, bringing him outside to keep on the assault. Back in the ring, BCC and Aussie Open go at it as our teams of Jericho Appreciation Society comes in. Wheeler Yuta nearly eliminates here, but stays in it as Jericho Appreciation Society watch on from ringside. Penta goes on the attack on Claudio as Yuta fights his way back into things, and we see BCC trying to get in elimination as Ray Phoenix and Rouge got at it. We'll go at it. Claudio gets into it with Ray Phoenix and now tries to eliminate him as we come back. We come back from we come back in time for another team to enter, and here comes Top Flight. They go after Wheeler Yuta, but Claudio Cascanoy stops them only for Top Flight to send him over the top rope. But to no avoid, Wheeler Yuta gets involved, but Dante Martin sends Daddy Magic out of the ring to eliminate him. Another entrance arrives, and it's the kingdom of Mike Bennett and Matt Taven. The Ring of Honor stalwarts head to the ring as they go after Dante Martin for first as Penta and Cascanoy go at it. LFI goes for an elimination, but on Wheeler Yuta as the kingdom is taken down. Tony Nese, Josh Woods, Sterling come running down to go after the Lucha Bros, attacking them at ringside before sending them back in the ring for Rouge to eliminate Penta as Blanco sends Ray Phoenix out as well. Rouge gets eliminated, but Blanco narrowly saves himself until Darius sends him over the top. Okay, let's move on. Top Flight and Aussie Open trade blows now as BCC and the Kingdom focus on each other. Aussie Open look to eliminate Top Flight, but no, but no, but no one. Hold on, where I was at? Where I was at? Hold on. Never mind. Here we go. Here we go. I lost it. It says right here. But until Darius sends him over the top. Top Flight and Aussie Open trade blows as BCC and the Kingdom focus on each other. Aussie Open looks to eliminate Top Flight, but no, but to no avail before Dante gets eliminated, followed by Darius, and now the best friends of Don Hansen and Orange Cassidy run down to the ring. Well, Don Hansen does. Cool Hand is still around, sliding into attacking Don Hansen, only to be sent out by Orange Cassidy. It's chaos again as everyone goes after each other until the butcher and the blade come down to the ring next. The blade focus on Claudio Cascano as the Kingdom attacks on Aussie Open ends up taking out Maria Canales instead of Kingdom eliminated by Aussie Open, and as Claudio Cascano and Orange Cassidy go at it. Dark Order comes running back down to the ring, clearly not done with BCC, as Wheeler Yuta gets eliminated by Orange Cassidy. Cascano is caught next, and he's eliminated as well, only for the Butcher and the Blade to nearly eliminate the best friends. The Butcher and the Blade focus on the Hansen. We're here as the Gun Club come out to the stage to watch on. Orange Cassidy goes for a DDT, but is caught. But the Butcher and the Blade. Orange Cassidy fights back as hard as he can, but the Butcher and the Blade attack him on the apron, only for the Hansen to sneak up behind them, sending them over the top to eliminate them. The winners and advancing to the tag team championship at Revolution, best friends, Don Hansen and Orange Cassidy. It's whatever. All I can think of, I wish FTR was in this. I wish FTR was there tonight. I wish FTR was there tonight. That would be a one. Wow, that would be a big wild call right there if FTR would have showed up on AEW Dynamite. All right, let me continue. Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett rushed the winners from behind, attacking them until the Acclaim come running in for the save, forcing Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett to regroup on the ramp. Okay, let's move on. Video package: the heated rivalry between Bryan Danielson and MJF comes to a head at Revolution in the 60-minute Iron Man match for the AEW champion. Commercial break. Back from commercial, we welcome Bryan Danielson to the ring for an interview. Okay, Bryan Danielson's interview. The interview. This was a quick interview right here. This was quick. Okay. Renee asked Bryan Danielson about a post from 2014 by MJF, referring to Bryan Danielson talking about his passion for pro wrestling, and if that changes his perspective going into the match. Bryan Danielson said he retired 7 years ago, and 2 years after he came back and stated fight for if you fight for your dreams, they come true, which was true by the way by Bryan Danielson. MJF's music hits, but Bryan Danielson shuts him down immediately, saying MJF hates him for all sorts of different reasons. But MJF has done nothing to deserve or fight for any of the things he says he deserves. MJF hasn't fought for that championship, and if there's one thing John Moxley deserves, one thing that MJF deserves, is his fiance leaving him. MJF starts rushing towards the ring in anger. But Bryan Danielson says he's ready to fight anytime, run down all the things he had to fight before. Before he came here, Brian Danielson had a job that wouldn't pay him for the rest of his life. But he left to come to AEW because he wanted to fight. He's going to fight for his dreams, and his dreams right now is to become the AEW World Champion, and he is willing to fight for it at Revolution. MJF better be ready to fight for everything he asks for 60 minutes, and if he doesn't, he's going to thing get his you know what head kick in. MJF has heard enough, but rushes back up the ramp as the crowd cheers for Brian Danielson to close out the show. But they they censored they they censored that they censored that last part when Brian Danielson said the bad word. So they censored that. So AEW Dynamite goes off the air. But anyway, I just want to tell you guys that AEW Dynamite was a decent show. But before I wrap this up, I just want to give a very big shout out to Joseph Conley, the Big Five Field channel. I was just in the stream having a good time with Joseph Conley and Joseph Conley, man. So Joseph Conley, if you're watching this video, man, shout out to you, man. Your stream was amazing. And I hope your review will be amazing too, because I will be watching your review as well. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my AEW Dynamite review and highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on what are your thoughts on AEW Dynamite, because it was a decent show. There was the latter match was a highlight of the night for my opinion, but the rest of the match was just there. But anyway, if you guys oh yeah, don't forget to follow my socials, my Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And if I don't have nothing to do tomorrow, I will go live for you guys tomorrow on Thursday. So I will be going live on YouTube tomorrow. Just want to let you guys know that. But anyway, this your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang.